What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a sub-series to go alongside our NBA 2K18 rebuilds, and this series is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and that is a Madden wish list, mate. I have ideas for days in which franchise mode and the general game could be improved. Fingers crossed that a dev may stumble across these videos one day, and hopefully we can have some of these things in Madden 19. In case this is your first time on the channel, my name is PerramCrowe and we do Madden and NCAA franchise-based content. Part 1, we're going to be talking about an idea that I've wanted for so long: rebranding. Now, the reason rebranding is coming in for part 1 is because it's not necessarily based around a desire from myself or the franchise community. However, it is based upon reality and realism to the actual NFL. Now, as we all know, the funds are a bit of an annoying thing when it comes to relocation. Even funds in general if you decide to stick with an original NFL team. Rebranding allows you to give your team a modern touch. At the same time, this is going to boost your merchandise sales and inevitably give you more money to play around with in your Madden franchise. I think it would go along the same lines as relocating. You would go into the owner tab. You could probably only do this if you were the owner of the franchise. From the time that you select to rebrand your team, I would love to see a whole bunch of custom jerseys, of course in the team's colors, but also giving us the ability to interchange our color combos, which could mean alternatives or for color rushes and things like that. We could do this for each individual piece, being the helmet, the jerseys, the pants, and this would ultimately give us a lot of combos for when we decide to play our game. Now, since I can only imagine that EA would own the rights to use the logo, not only that, they've made a whole bunch of relocation logos. I'm sure we could find a way for EA to make 3 to 5 maybe custom logos for every single NFL team. Now, these could be modernized logos, these could be retro logos, giving you, the consumer, and the computer the ability to rebrand the entire franchise based around their desires. This also works for the jerseys. You could have the modernized Seahawks looking jerseys on the Raiders color scheme. This is something that I highly doubt would ever be included in another EA gridiron game ever again. But the team built on NCAA 14 was undoubtedly the most fun I've ever had creating a team. You have 50 plus jersey combos to choose between, 50 plus collars to choose between. Same goes for pants, the face mask, the helmet, what's on the helmet. It gave you so much variety. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna see Team Builder ever return. They could also give us the option of just letters if we wanted to do that. I don't know how popular that idea would be, but still, the more logos, the better. This very small, intricate idea, I feel, would bring in a lot of people who would maybe only play MUT besides that. By adding in this rebranding feature, I feel like it would somewhat revamp a lot of people's desire to play franchise mode again in Madden. At least give it a try. But let's just think about this realistically for a second. In any Madden franchise, I believe you can simulate up to 30 years in the future. Now, you're gonna sit there and tell me in 1987, every single logo and jersey looked the same as it does today. So when we go 20 to 30 years forwards in our franchises, why is everybody still wearing these same jerseys? This again is reinforcing why rebranding had to be part 1 of this series, is because it's authenticity to the NFL. In 30 years from now, so 2047, I highly doubt every single NFL team is still going to have the exact same logo, the exact same jerseys. A lot of teams are, of course, going to rebrand in that time. Just as a disclaimer, these videos, of course, are constructive criticism. I mean nothing negative towards EA. These ideas are simply things that I feel could be introduced and would make the overall experience so much better. From somebody who purely plays franchise, trust me, we need this. The main fact about all of this is, in 30 years, we know the NFL is going to look completely different. There may even be new teams, but that's for a different video. In terms of the current teams that we have in the NFL, I'm sure at least half of them are going to look different 30 years from right now. And I think EA giving us the ability to rebrand is far more realistic than an NFL team relocating to Dublin. But that being said, fellas, I know it was short, but that is going to wrap up this video. I dropped a 2K18 rebuild 2 hours ago, so if you haven't seen that, I will leave it at the end of the video for you to click on. And more importantly, this is only the very first layer. I have hundreds of ideas of how a franchise could be improved. But if you guys like this idea, don't forget to smack a like on the video. Hopefully a dev may stumble across this. Let's get a discussion going in the comment section. Tell me how you feel about the rebranding idea, if it's something that's a necessity for the franchise mode. And also, of course, for further videos, if you would like to drop down things you would like to see in Madden 19, go ahead and let your voice be heard down in the comment section. I'll be sure to check them out, and I might even make a video on your idea. With that being said, fellas, if you made it this far, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome, and from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking